What's up, guys, and welcome back. Today we are going to be making lasagna. Now this recipe is a very simple and very easy recipe to make. I used to make this all the time growing up with my mother. So first I'm going to go and turn on my oven and boil some water for the noodles and to boil some of the spinach. Alright, and next I'm going to grab the ricotta mixture and make that up. So you need 15 ounces of ricotta, 1 egg, and 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese. Alright, now I'm going to mix this up, give it a quick stir, and make sure that everything gets all incorporated. I'm actually going to add just a quick little pinch of salt. We'll just add some pepper in there too. And while we were waiting for the water to boil for the noodles and for the spinach, I'm also going to go throw the tomato sauce and vegetables on the stove. Now for the sauce, I didn't have time to make my own, so I'm going to be using this jar, and it'll work just fine. And I'm going to be adding some carrots, cauliflower, and broccoli in with that sauce. Now while we were waiting for everything to cook, I'm going to slice up my mozzarella. Now the slices that I'm going for, they're going to be relatively thin, maybe about 1/4 inch. And I'm just going to try and get as many of these out of this log that I can. Once the spinach is all done and boiled, let it cool for a couple minutes, and then I like to strain out just the rest of the liquid, and I'm going to take that and put that right in with the ricotta mixture. Then I'm going to give that a quick stir and incorporate it all with the ricotta. Just leave that off to the side until we're ready to use it. Now I'm making this vegetarian style, but if you want to add meat to it, you can totally do that. I usually do a pound of ground beef and brown that in a pan and mix that in with whatever tomato sauce you're using. Alright, so we got our pot of water for the noodles, and we have our sauce with the vegetables in right now. And I'm just going to let this go until the vegetables are softened up a little bit and the sauce is nice and hot. Alright, now that the water is boiling for the pasta, I'm going to grab 9 lasagna noodles and boil them probably right underneath al dente. Alright, now that our noodles are done, we're going to strain them. Alright, now that the sauce has been simmering for a little bit, we are going to turn it off the heat and get ready to assemble the lasagna. Alright, so I have everything here to start assembling the lasagna. So what I'm going to do first is take my noodles and do 3 noodles at the bottom. Then I'm going to do a layer of the ricotta, and then a layer of sauce, and a layer of cheese. And I'm going to finish it off with a layer of Parmesan. Alright, now I'm going to throw this into a 350-degree oven for probably 30 to 45 minutes, or until everything around the side is kind of boiling and bubbling up. Alright, so once everything is started bubbling and boiling on the top, that's a pretty good indication that you can remove from the oven and let it rest for about 5 minutes before serving. Alright, so 350, it'll cook it most of the way. What I like to do is the last 5 minutes, I put the broiler on, and that cooks the rest of the top of it and gets a nice crust of cheese all over the top. So now after it's been sitting for a little bit just to cool off, we can dig in. I like doing bigger portions of these, so we're gonna do maybe about 8. This is one of my favorite things to cook, and it is my earliest memory of cooking with my mom was making this lasagna. Thank you for watching, and if you want to see more videos just like this, like and subscribe.